different agricultural practices that we and other farmers have been using. She has been planting different variety of crops which she sells commercially to pay our school fees. But she didn't have any knowledge on the chemicals that she uses as fertilizers. In her own thinking, this is going to yield her produce, increase the quality, and also increase the quantity. Not knowing that the acidic fertilizers that she was using were affecting the soils. They were affecting these little ants that Chairman talked about, the microorganisms that help to produce nutrients for the soil. We had a very long argument with her regarding that issue. To her, it looked like me coming from school, I'm coming to put myself. But not knowing that, I was trying to give her just some small knowledge on these acidic fertilizers. But at the end of the day, she was able to pick up exactly the point I was trying to give her. I was able to network with one lady in Koboko that produces organic fertilizers to teach her so that she also gets to know that this is the right way to go. Because once she destroys this soil, that is our farmland. Whenever she's not there, it will be me, my siblings, and other community people around that are going to use this farmland. We are going to still continue producing the crops, but in a way now that is more change that cannot affect the soils, and still we produce crops that yield very well. So it went on successfully that she was taught on how to do all that. Now she's able to produce the granules, the maize, the potatoes very well without the interaction with the acidic fertilizers that destroy the crops. Right now, my mom sells the produce in a large numbers here at Arua market. So this knowledge doesn't have to stop here with us. We have to pass it down to the grassroots level, people that are in the community, so that they get to know about such things that are happening. So diving directly into the discussion on the table today here, there are very many environmental concerns that have risen due to climate change in our communities, which has made it as an emergency, which needs immediate attention. Immediate intervention is needed. So diving directly, these are the environmental issues. 1, pollution of the soil, water, and air. In it, I'm going to discuss about the waste dumping. Around here in the district, we have the abattoir area. Okay, around the city, Arua city, thank you for that correction. We have the abattoir area. I don't know if water also falls in the city. Yeah. Okay. Also a water area. Now we have decided that a water area is going to be our dumping point, where all the rubbish entirely in Arua is taken that side. But do we get to know the impact of this waste that is dumped there? Let's look at the pollution in the air. It is these wastes that are dumped there, they are not sorted. They are all combined as domestic waste, including the plastics. Every waste is just collected and dumped there without knowing where, without sorting it. So you find everything is just dumped at once, and the people sorting it, others are provided. Sometimes they have gloves, sometimes others don't have, so they have to sort out this. But the smell, the impact there, now we look at the smell coming out from this garbage that is there, which is making the people around that area's life so uncomfortable. Because, sincerely speaking, you can't stay in an area where it is so smelly. Look at abattoir, the cow dung that is there, the heaps of waste that is packed inside there. It is emitting a lot of bad smell around that area that makes the people living around there very, very uncomfortable. Now, when we talk about the soil, this waste, some of the products that are coming out of the waste affects the soil in a manner that it has to kill all the microorganisms that are responsible for producing nutrients which the plants feeds on. Still under pollution, we look at the garage operators that are dumping engine oils wherever they are operating from. In this, let's look at this area along, when you're sloping to Arua Public Primary School. There is a small garage there where they repair cars and motorcycles. So that engine oil that is brought out from the cars and the motorcycle, just dumped there, it flows along the channels, and we don't know where the end result is going. It might reach the source of the water sources, which in return, the community living around the water source, they're going to fetch this water and use it for domestic use, either washing, cooking, but yet it's already contaminated with the engine oils that are being emitted from the motorcycles and the cars. Secondly, I want to also discuss about the poor waste management. In it, we're going to look at the scarcity of trash cans. Yeah, we do appreciate the duty bearers for providing us with trash cans where we do dump the plastic bottles and other wastes, but it's not enough. Take, for example, along Giligili Road. I moved along there and I've only seen few. So now, does it mean that these other people who are inside the community, where are they going to put their trash? Where are they going to place their plastic bottles? Where are they going to dump theirs? So the ones that are in place are not enough. They are limited. That's why some of this trust is going down on the ground. I also want to add on to that, in the bus operators, when you're traveling, people love to eat. They can eat and eat and eat, but the trash cans placed in buses are very few. And normally, the behavior I've seen is that when the bus stops in any stage for people to ease themselves or to have a small rest, most times the bus conductors just come out and pour that waste they've collected just there, not minding that this is also a community where some people are staying. You can't pour it just like that. My other point is on poor agricultural farming practices. I already gave out at the beginning a story of my mother. And I know she's not the only one that is doing that. I know there are very many other people in all the communities that were coming from that still participate in these poor agricultural practices. Like the use of chemicals. We keep thinking that these are the chemicals. That is because that is what was told to us. Let's use artificial made fertilizers to increase production, not knowing that it also has its other impacts that are going to impact us negatively. It doesn't always stop also on that. Other different farming practices of not doing crop rotation, which helps to allow the soil generate more nutrients, which are so good for the plants. Yeah, to continue with that, we also have the population increase, which is causing congestion in the cities and the district at large. This can lead to easy spread of diseases, since most people, the land's not enough now, people are so much congested, which makes the spread of disease very easy. and also encroaching of the gazetted lands. Now that the population is increasing, where are others going to live in? Of course, definitely, someone is going to encroach onto the other side, which is restricted. Definitely, that is something that is happening. And also increasing rates of accidents along the roads, because the population has grown so high and it's really impacting us in a very negative manner. Lastly, there are gaps in the existing policies to manage the environment. I want to appreciate the local leaders, government officials, for bringing in laws and policies that guide us on the use of environment. But there are some gaps still missing there when we look at the issue of monitoring and follow-up. You've provided the community members with seedlings, but have we monitored it? Have we followed up? And what punishments have you given to those people that have, in chairman's words, cooked the trees, the seedlings? How have you dealt with such kind of people? Because once you leave someone like that, definitely others are going to say, nothing happened to so-and-so, why can't I do the same thing? These laws are there. Let's be able to monitor and follow and even deliver punishments to those that are not following it. For example, at home, when the parent gives out rules and the child breaks it, I'm very sure that every parent has the right to punish the child. So also let the duty bearers be able to punish us, the citizens, the community members, so that we get to know that let us not cook these seedlings, let's plant them as per their instruction, because at the end of the day, it is going to affect us at a large numbers. I don't know how I should put this last one. I don't know if it's a question, but yes. On public toilets. The public toilets within the cities are very, very limited. This one now promotes the community members and the people within the cities to now use the open areas and leave their waste there. Someone just on the road channels is urinating there. I'm not a scientist, but the little knowledge I have on that is that this urine is very, very acidic. And whatever disease this person has is going to reach to the end user. So the number of public toilets is limited. And most times there's a charge. Yeah, there's a charge for that. But at least let's increase on the number of public toilets to enable us to use it properly. In my conclusion, as young women of Arua district, we are not only witnessing to these environmental challenges, but also passionate advocates for change. These voices of these young women are not enough. Like I come from a Jofe area, my other fellow colleagues are coming from different various areas, but it's not enough for us to cause climate change in this country. Therefore, we are calling upon all stake members, all people responsible, whatever position you are holding, please come on board and support us in whatever way you can give. Mine, especially in my area, I request that the local leaders, please, you talk to other, I don't know how to term them, but the LC ones, yes, the local governments. At least you educate them. Whenever we come to them, some of them are very rude to us. They tell us point blank, you're young. Old people have ever come to us and there's nothing which was done. But it's not that because you are young or the age doesn't cause anything, but whatever we are delivering is very, very important. So we call upon all stakeholders to support us in our projects, whatever projects we are doing. Like for example, we have the girls from Logri, And I know at the end of the day, you will interact with them. They will deliver some small information that they have on what they are doing that side. They are doing wonderful and beautiful things that side. Most times interact with us. We have new ideas that we can put in place. Wherever necessary, we can also support. And we need to really to love and network with each other very well for the benefit of our entire country. I beg to stop here. Thank you.